What's up, is ArcGrenadeGuy here, and today we're going to be discussing the top 5 most underrated weapons in Titanfall 2. Now, these weapons are good, they're just so underrated that hardly anyone ever uses them. This will not include any Titan weapons, only pilot weapons, and I hope you enjoyed the video. At the number 5 spot, we have the Hammond P2016. Out of the pistols, most people end up using the RE5 Auto or the B3 Wingman. But personally, I think this is my favorite pistol. It's just such a good weapon, but no one ever seems to use it. It has range, has damage, it has anything you could need from a pistol. And it's just a really good gun. I wish it got more credit than it does. Dropping in at the number 4 spot, we have the Mag Launcher. Now, this one is better than the Charge Rifle, about the same as the Arch Rocket, and not quite as good as the Thunderbolt. Now, this weapon has an advantage over all the others in the sense that you don't actually have to hit your target to deal damage to a Titan. You just shoot near it, it gets sucked in because they're magnetic grenades, and really just a good gun. One way I like to use it is just to stand on the edge of a roof and shoot over the edge. Just such an underrated weapon. I wish more people used it. At the number 3 spot, we have the Cold War. Now, out of the Grenadier weapons, this is by far the most underrated. I personally think that it's just such a good gun, really good for taking out grunts, really good for taking out pilots. It always seems to be outshined with the SMR or the EPG. Now, I like this gun because you have to actually play with it to get good with it. You actually have to truly be good at the game to use it, and that's why I think it is so underrated. Taking the number 2 spot, we have the Double Take. Now, as far as sniper rifles go, this one definitely isn't your best option, but I'm here to argue that this is honestly one of the better weapons in the game. This gun is so underrated to a point to where people say it is the worst gun in Titanfall 2 history. I disagree with them. This is the only sniper rifle with iron sights, and that alone makes it a really good option. It shoots 2 bullets at once, really good for taking out grunts at long range. It's just, you get headshots at this thing, you're unbeatable. It just really does not get the credit it deserves. Coming in at number 1, we have the R97. Now, this weapon is the worst of the best. What I mean by that is that the SMGs and assault rifles are the dominant weapons in Titanfall 2, but the R97 is the worst of them. But it's still a really good gun. What it lacks in damage, it makes up for with an extremely high fire rate and pinpoint accuracy. It's just such a good gun. Great for taking out grunts. Pilots, really good at doing that as well. And honestly, I don't really have anything else to say about it. It's a great gun, and you should use it if you haven't already. And it comes in at the number 1 spot. Before I end the video, I'd like to quickly mention a friend of mine whose YouTube channel is called Random Things. I have a link in the description below. He just recently did a video on his Lego array gun, and if he can get 25 likes, then he will make a tutorial on that. If you could go check him out, help him out, that would be great. I'll see you next time.